is up, everybody? Somebody jokingly just said to me, Dave, we haven't seen you go live yet today. Is everything okay? I said, oh, just wait. I'm coming. No worries. Um, this is going to be a short one. I promise you. Yesterday, I had the chance to share a standards-based grading webinar, and have had an amazing opportunity to connect with somebody that was part of that webinar via phone conversation over the last 12 hours, and just got their permission to share part of our conversation with the rest of you. First of all, this is a person that's absolutely amazing. They are learning and growing and just absolutely phenomenal. The conversation I had with them today was pretty simple. They said that they want to take this message and share it with other people in their department and in their school, but they're not sure what to do next. One of the people that was in the session yesterday reached out to a colleague and said, hey, you need to take part in the standards-based grading thing. And that person's response was simple. They said, do grades really matter? Does it make a difference? Do I care? Do people really care about the grades? Tell me again, why is this such a big deal? And the person I was talking to, coaching, coordinating with, said, help me. This is a fundamental question. Why does all of this matter? And there's a part of me that was like, oh, this is what we spent 90 minutes discussing yesterday. But then I reflected and said, no, let's talk it through. So let me just explain to the world what grading is all about, why we do it, why it matters. Let me preface this by saying, the person that asked the question, why does grading matter? They're actually onto a very fundamental truth. Grades don't matter. They don't. What you put on the top of a kid's paper, what you put on a report card, it truly doesn't matter. And simply changing what you grade, changing your symbol for what demonstrates or denotes excellence does not matter. I don't care if you are in a kindergarten or first grade classroom and your grades are simply stickers and stamps placed at the top of a paper with smiley faces. If you're at the high school or college level and you're putting A pluses, A minuses, and B pluses, the grade you use, they do not matter. They don't matter. They don't, period. When we talk standards-based grading, it's not about changing these random arbitrary symbols at the top of the paper. That has absolutely nothing to do with it. I don't care if you change your A, B, C, D, F grade scale to 1, 2, 3, 4s. I don't care if you take your 1, 2, 3, 4s and turn them into happy faces, smiley faces. I don't care if they're thumbs up, thumbs down, check, check plus. That has absolutely no bearing on whether or not your students are going to be successful or not. So the person that said, do the grades really matter? Does it matter what I put on the top of a kid's paper? The answer is no. That's the short and sweet answer. It doesn't have anything to do with standards-based grading. The reason standards-based grading is so important, though, the reason I believe in standards-based grading and why I think standards-based grading is truly the secret sauce and the thing that's going to take schools from good to absolutely phenomenal, what's going to take your classroom from good to off the charts success, is because standards-based grading is all about making your grades or your feedback specific, objective, actionable. Those three things: specific, objective, and actionable. It's doing away with the arbitrary deadlines. It's doing away with the arbitrary hoops that we make people jump through, making sure that the feedback that we provide, because that's ultimately all our grades are. Grades, it's simply shorthand communication of feedback. When you put an A or B or C, it's just our way of writing very quickly our thoughts on quality. When we use standards-based grading, we're focusing more on the feedback being specific, objective, and actionable. Because far too often, the feedback we give kids is arbitrary, subjective, and condemning. Oftentimes, what we put on the top of a paper is there simply to provide a label for quality. It is there to assert our own subjective lens or value of whether or not this is good, bad, or ugly. And it's through our own limited lens of what we think is good, bad, or ugly. So that's the basic premise behind standards-based grading. It's not about changing the letter grade. If you are thinking, oh, my school uses standards-based grading because we have textbooks that use standards and we use 1, 2, 3, 4s for our grades, that's all great. But unless your feedback is specific, unless it's valid and reliable, meaning other people can look at that same evidence of student work and draw the same conclusions, meaning it's objective, and it's actionable, meaning kids can actually do something with the feedback and later on demonstrate further competencies or further proficiencies or mastery, then you're not there yet. So continue the conversations. That's what SBG is all about. SBG is not just about removing grades or going gradeless. It's about providing feedback that's objective and that kids can do something with. So that's all. Told you, short, sweet, 5 minutes in and out. Enjoy your day.